I departed from the shore and began my journey, looking for the place that is found in the middle and the east as the monks instructed. My search had already proven fruitful as the sailors introduced me to the most curious of flavours I'd ever stumbled upon. They used ginger as a medicine to fend off sickness, but it just felt like something I needed to add to my collection. When I finally reached land, I followed a strong scent that led me to a small cottage with a grumpy old man, mumbling on about how only fools choose mint over coriander. He stopped short when he noticed me. With a nod and a slight deep grunt, he slapped a packet of brownish seeds labelled coriander in my hands and ranted on. Not sure of what to do, I slipped away quietly and continued my search. I reached a brown, barren land for a moment. I doubted the stories of the monks and had thought of turning back. But then I heard the cry of a bird, and another, and another. Follow the birds, they come in thirds. I raced towards the sound of the birds and found myself in a beautiful oasis. I wanted to cry with joy, but remembered my task. Do the birds have what I want? After a futile attempt at communicating with the birds, I discovered that all the birds carried small sticks of bark from the biggest tree I'd ever seen. I plucked some pieces of bark and tasted it cautiously. It tasted cinnamony, so I named it Cinnamon. I explored the oasis some more and took a short nap under a tree that provided just the right amount of shade. As I started to drift off into a peaceful slumber, an odd-looking object plopped on my head. It looked and smelt edible. Could it be a gift from the gods? A sign that my journey was not yet done and that I must move on? Whatever it was, I stashed it in my pocket and tracked on. Later, I ran into a wise man who was just as perplexed by the object, so he named it turmeric. He advised that it could be used for all kinds of interesting flavors, or could lead to illness or worse. That is just the sad truth of discovery. Someone has to try it first. The wise man then guided me to the Tree of Cloves, not far west from where I was, to the Golden City. Once again, I found myself in a dry landscape, except for one massive tree that could be seen from miles away. I walked at a steady pace to the tree, as I could just feel that it was the tree that had the spice. The beautiful blossoms of the tree had an interesting shape, and when I plucked them, I was overwhelmed by the strong aroma coming from the blossoms. I stashed them and then looked for the Golden City that traded a certain spice. The story of my arrival had spread to the city. I was welcomed with open arms. The pharaoh even invited me to watch the halftime show with him, but I held firm and was determined to watch the game on my couch, eating my spiced steak. The pharaoh understood, as he was a man who enjoyed watching his rugby at his abode. I was gifted with cumin as a good luck gift and a secret map to the ultimate spice, nutmeg, which cannot be revealed to keep the spice trader's code alive.